Welcome to the video. In this video, I will show how to extract venue data from Foursquare API. First, I will show how to make a call to API and how to get JSON data and how to transform JSON data into a more readable format, such as pandas data frame. First, I need to import pandas to handle data, JSON to handle JSON files, and requests to handle like API requests, and volume to visualize. In this video, I will use neighborhood data of Antwerp, and there are 9 neighborhoods in this data frame, and their coordinates, namely latitudes and longitudes. Just to give you some insights how those neighborhoods are located, I will use a volume map and to visualize those neighborhoods. And then, as you can see, there are 8 neighborhoods which are so close to each other, and they are almost like in the city. And there is one neighborhood which is far from others. So the purpose of this video is to extract venues in 500-meter radius of each neighborhood. To make a call, there are a few steps to make a call. First, we need to build a URL. For URL, URL consists of the basic part, which is api.foursquare.com /v2 slash, and then venues. In this video, I use venues because I'm interested in venue data. But if you want to extract user data, you can say users, or here you can also replace venues with tips. So in my case, I have venues slash explore, and then next is credentials. So we need like developer account credentials. I already have an account in developer.foursquare.com. If you don't have one, create one free account and copy paste these credentials, client ID and client secret. And V is version, is just date of the day. And next is latitude and longitude. I have also specified the radius because I want to extract the venues in 500-meter radius. And then the limit. So limit is number of venues per neighborhood. So once you have all this data, all these values, you can specify those values. You can give values to variables, and then you can continue to extract data. So how I extract data? Here I have a Python function, and this Python function takes 3 values: names, latitudes, and longitudes. So in the beginning, there is an empty list, venue list, and then what this function does, it goes like to each neighborhood and takes the coordinates of that neighborhood, and then creates a request for that neighborhood and sends it to API, and then it gets results in JSON data, JSON format. And so here you can see I have response, groups, and items because JSON data is heavily nested data, so we have to specify names of nests to find the correct data, to extract correct data. So for each neighborhood, this function creates results in JSON format. And the third part of this function, what it does, it just appends results to the list, to the empty list. So it takes the first neighborhood and it is name, latitude, and longitude, and gives it the corresponding the venue name, latitude, longitude, and category name. So once it is done with the first neighborhood, it goes to the second neighborhood and it does the same thing with the second neighborhood, and it finds all venues in 500-meter radius and gives results to venues list. And this function returns venues list, and this is just a JSON file. And then here I create new variable Antwerp venues. What it does is just like this is a result of this function, and this function, as I explained earlier, takes three values: names, latitudes, and longitudes, and these are just columns of this first data frame. I just pass the columns and these values to the function, and then it first prints or neighborhoods, and we can check this variable, and this is JSON file. So we can see this first row, first item, uh, neighborhood, coordinates, venue name, coordinates, and venue category. So what we need to do next, we need to transform this JSON format to a pandas format because it will be more readable for us. And then I again use loop for transforming this JSON file, and then I use the pandas data frame function, and inside data frame function I have two loops. One is venue list in this Antwerp venues, and item in venue list. So what it does it mean? It goes to one venue in this list. Let's say it goes to one venue, and then inside that venue it repeats the second loop. So what second loop does, second loop goes to each item in that venue. For example, in this venue it goes to first Antwerp, this is the first item, then second it goes to second item, the third item, and then gives all results to the first row. And then it goes to do the same thing for the second row, and then it finishes the first neighborhood, it goes to the second neighborhood, and like in this way it continues filling or transforming JSON file to pandas data frame. So let's run this and let's check how the data looks like here. Yes, we already have data, and then here in this cell I changed no, I give names to columns. And yes, we have all columns with correct names. So we have neighborhoods and few neighborhoods because each venue is a unique venue, and therefore one row corresponds to only one venue. But of course, one neighborhood has up to 100 venues, therefore we can see that neighborhoods repeat. So this is the video, this is the purpose of the video. In the next videos, I will explain how we can use this data. Thanks for watching the video, and see you in the next videos.